So it's time to finally open the brokerage account to get the investing started. But wait, guys, there's a couple things that you do need to know before you get that account open, which results in research. You have to really research and take some time, see exactly where you're going to open it. Now, there's a lot of different places, guys. There's M1, there's Robinhood, there's Webull. There are a ton of online brokerage accounts, not even including what is offered from Vanguard, Charles Schwab. And even if you look at financial institutions, most of them have the same. Looking at Fifth Third, they have investments. Looking at Chase, they have investments. There is a ton of different places. So in today's video, we're going to break down all of the steps that you really need to do in this crucial process before you get into the investing scene. So let's get into it. Number one, guys, the account type. Now, when you are making an investment account, there are a bunch of different types you have to know, guys, including individual brokerage accounts. These are accounts that are going to be held by an individual. You have joint accounts. So are there going to be more than one person on this account? Is it going to be you and your spouse joint on an account with equal access to it? Are they going to be retirement accounts? Now, this again is something to really know about, because if you're looking at IRAs, if you're looking at 401ks, both the IRAs have contribution limits and they have income limits based on how much money you make. The 401k also does have contribution limits. So you have to be very, very cognizant of those and make sure that you're not going above and beyond and investing too much, guys, because you can actually get penalized. Or are you looking at education savings accounts? Are they for you? Are they for your kids when they're getting ready to go to school, such as the 529 plans that they offer? Currently, where we're at, we have the MESP program, which is the Michigan Education Savings Program. It is a 529 plan, but it works incredibly well. And as we know from previous videos, 2024, they're going to change a lot of the 529 plans to make it a lot more beneficial for you to have them. Number two, we get into the fees and commissions. This is very important, guys. You have to understand the fee structure of the different brokerage accounts, including trade commissions, account maintenance fees, and any other fees that they may charge. Now, a lot of the brokerage accounts that do have and come with a financial counselor or a certified financial planner, things of that nature, usually charge a percentage. Now, this can be very tricky, guys, because as you go through life and as your portfolio grows, as not only it grows, but as you put more money into it, the 1% can be absolutely crazy when it comes to how much money that they can actually take. When you look at 1% of $10,000, okay, that's pretty good. If you're looking at 1% of 100,000 or 500,000, the fees can get astronomical if they are charging the 1%. Now, in addition, a lot of places do charge the 1%. And then on top of that, they have monthly or account maintenance fees that can coincide with that, meaning that not only are you paying the 1%, is you're being charged a certain fee as a maintenance fee to actually keep that account. Now, also, there could be trade fees. So when you look at the expense ratios of what you actually own, there could also be fees for that, again, depending on the structure. This is why you have to be super careful about the investing, knowing the different accounts and also knowing the different fees they're going to, and also seeing if you can be charged a flat fee. Now, this, of course, is different. If you're going in at a flat fee, you may pay a couple $100 to do all of your trades. Once you get everything set up, then it is good. It runs from there, meaning that you're not going to have that 1% charge. Now, in addition, there are a lot of places that are completely free, guys, and I cannot stress this enough. There are a lot of places that have the fee-free accounts, just like M1 Finance that I utilize, but there are a lot of places that do have no to minimal trading commissions, and a lot of this comes with some of the fintech companies, and it comes with a lot of the online brokerage houses. So unfortunately, you don't have someone to go in there. You don't have a lot of guidance. A lot of places, again, thinking of M1, thinking of Robinhood, you can get kind of pre-built portfolios that they have built into their system that you can just put money into, and it will diversify where it is. But again, do your own research on this, guys. Now, number three, we get into the minimum deposit requirements. This is another one. Some brokerage accounts wildly vary. Some are $100 to open, some are $5,000, $10,000. We've even seen some of the accounts that have a $100,000 price tag to get your foot in the door to open the brokerage account, depending where it is, guys. Now, most financial advisors look for $10,000 plus, but there are some, again, that go to the $25,000 to the $50,000 range, meaning that you can't even get in the door without having that amount of money. So as a starter account, as you're looking to build up your portfolio and really choose the platform, guys, that has what you need. When you look at, are you going to be trading on a regular basis? How many trades are you allowed? Again, there are a ton of different things. If you look at E-Trade, that is another one that kind of charges fees, per trade. So again, that can be a way that if you're doing a lot more trades, it might not be beneficial. But if you're doing 1 or 2 a month, like I do every time I get paid every 2 weeks, we do a little bit of trading. Might be beneficial to look into something like that again, because you're only doing 1 or 2 trades a month. It's not like you're going to be doing 3 to 5 a week where those fees can really add up. Number 4, we get into the research and the educational resources. This is the online, guys. When you look at some websites, when you look at NerdWallet, when you look at Bankrate, there are a lot of different sites that will evaluate all of the brokerage tools, seeing exactly what you need and breaking it down with the fees, with the market expenses, everything of that, from research tools, market analysis, educational resources. What is your brokerage account going to provide you as an investor to make informed decisions? This, again, is something that you do have to do a little bit of research. Now, I know, again, because I'm super familiar with the M1 platform, they have a research tab, which is a plethora of information. And even when you go into individual stocks or ETFs or things of that nature, they actually have news articles that are tied to that, meaning that you can do all of your research through there. And all of the research that is conducted through there is actually outside resources. So it is not something that M1 is saying, hey, this is what we're providing you to go off of making your decision. All of the information in there is from external sources. Number 5, we get into the platform. This is super important, guys. Watch some YouTube videos, and I really do recommend this. For the trading platform, the user interface and the functionality, guys, it has to meet your needs and it has to meet your preferences. If you are very clunky with a platform, if you don't like the interface, if you don't like the functionality, and you're looking at it and you're like, well, I wish it did these things, but it does do this. There is some give and take in there to a platform that you really get familiar with, that you're comfortable with. And a lot of them are a lot more basic. But again, you have to know what you're getting into, guys. I know a lot of people that have gotten in trouble in a couple platforms. When you look at doing longs and shorts and things of that nature, you have to know exactly what you're getting into. And number 6, we get into the investment options. Now, this is not the same for every brokerage account that you have. If you can trade in stocks, bonds, mutual funds, ETFs, other securities, you have to know exactly what the brokerage account is going to offer you. So if you're looking to get some of the other securities, if you're looking to, let's say, get into cryptocurrency, if you want a couple percentage into a cryptocurrency, if you're looking for Bitcoin, Ethereum, does the brokerage account that you offer cryptocurrencies, or are they just completely obsolete? What can you get into for stocks? Can you buy individual stocks? What ETFs do you have exposure to? What bonds, what mutual funds do you have exposure to? And again, this is where the research option is going to come in greatly. Number 7, we look at the customer service. Now, this is something, guys, if there is issues with the system, if there's issues with deposits, what does the brokerage account do about it? And what does it look like when you look at response times, availability, efficiency of the problem resolution? Now, again, this is something that is very hard to research, short of going and looking at Google reviews, looking at, the Apple App Store reviews. You can kind of get a sense. And again, looking at Bankrate, looking at NerdWallet, there's a lot of different places that rate these apps, and they rate them on a multitude of things. So again, doing your research and making sure that you do have and you spend the time looking at the customer service, because unfortunately, if you're investing and then you get to the point where you need customer service and it's not there, guess what? You are kind of SOL at that point, because unfortunately, you're not going to have the customer service. Number 8, we look at the account security. This is something you have to, guys, making sure that you can protect everything you have in your account, including your personal information, your funds. And does it have 2-factor authentication? It doesn't have encryption protocols, making sure, again, that everything is going to be safe. And number 9, is there mobile accessibility? Does it have an app? Now, there are a lot of brokerage accounts that do have apps. There are some that are tied to financial institutions. There are some that are completely independent. And some of them, it's actually very difficult or very basic when it comes to applications, meaning it's not very user-friendly. To find things is kind of clunky. I'm looking around, but they do have an app, but it might be pretty basic for some of the places that you're looking investing. Again, when you look at Robinhood, when you look at M1, they are pretty easy to use, especially as a newer beginner. And the final one we look at, guys, is the regulatory compliance. This is something, again, really just to make sure that they're within regulatory bodies, complies with industry standards, and a level of security and accountability for investors. You want to make sure that the app that you're going through is legitimate, the brokerage that you're going through is legitimate, and also knowing that they are going to be compliant. When you look at a lot of, again, cryptocurrency companies that are now offshore that left the United States, there are a lot of people that can no longer utilize those accounts. Binance, I used for a while. I can't use it anymore. KuCoin, I did the same. I actually had a crypto account with KuCoin. Unfortunately, with their KYC that they're now requiring, I cannot put money into that KuCoin. And the fate is yet to be decided to see what happens with Coinbase. If Coinbase is going to end up staying here locally in the US, or due to regulatory compliance, are they going to move offshore and be actually outside of the United States, which would be absolutely detrimental, because I believe that's one of the only ones that are still here, again, because of that regulatory compliance. So guys, that will do it for today's video. Let me know what you guys think about the brokerage accounts, and I'll catch you in the next video.